Coach Courtney Deifel. Paul, if you want to go ahead and get us started.
So Coach, what is this Hall of Awards? What does this mean to you and your team today? Be able to look at that and see all those names.
Well, it's really exciting. It was pretty exciting to get to share the news with them this morning when we started practice. And, I shared with them, it's like anytime somebody in the circle is recognized, it means the rest of this circle has been doing their job. It's a individual award, but it reflects what the team is doing. And so it was just really exciting to get to share that time together and celebrate that. I think it was a program record number of players on first and second team. And obviously that's huge for Mary. And so I'm just really excited for them.
What about, you get to talk about yourself a little bit. What does that mean to be honored as Coach of the Year in the SEC?
Well, I took it upon myself to change the name of the award to Coaching Staff of the Year. And I just, I don't talk about them enough, but I'm just really just fortunate to have a staff that is just really bought in. They're some of the best workers. They know the game really well. Obviously, they are incredibly loyal. And so they make me better. We have a lot of good disagreements, I think, which is really, really good. It makes us all better, but they've been really committed to this too. And so I'm just really, really fortunate that I get to work with such great people every day. And then I just think it's a reflection of our team, again, just like every other award, it's because our team, performed at a really high level in a really tough conference. And so they've been able to put together a really special year thus far. And we really do feel like we're just getting started. But again, this award's just a reflection of what they've done. And I'm really lucky to be their coach.
All right. Thank you. I'll let somebody go next. Appreciate it.
Jason?
Mary, co-pitcher of the year, first team, Autumn, second team, Jen, a newcomer. I mean, that pitching staff as a whole, especially with your 1-2 punch. I mean, what's that meant? What's it like to see Mary get the award for co-pitcher of the year? And then just what that pitching staff has meant for you guys to see.
It was really exciting. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't hanging on that award of just wondering which way it was going to go, knowing how great Mary's numbers were and how great Montana Fout's numbers were. You just never know how that voting's going to shake out. And so when Jacob told me this morning that she was I was just really excited for her. I think I kind of went, oh, okay, good. I just really felt like she earned it, and I'm just really excited for her. And I think Autumn was surprised. I think she put up some tremendous numbers in SEC play. I think something that not everybody realizes, these awards are based off of SEC play only. So I think for our team, it was important for them to know that. And you look at what Autumn did, and her numbers were tremendous. Although she didn't pitch a ton, she didn't have the workload that we've grown accustomed to having with Autumn in years past. So I think that her getting that award is just a huge sign of respect from this coaching body. And then I was just really excited for Jenna too, to be on newcomer team. I think our pitching staff has been huge for us all year, and it's so critical. Obviously, that's where the game starts. So when you get to see all three of them recognized, it means that they've been doing their job and setting just such a great tone for us, our entire team. So it's pretty cool to have all three of them get recognized.
I asked Mary this. I mean, if you go back to Mary's freshman year and how really well she pitched, then she has the injury, COVID last year, and then she comes back. I mean, she talked about a full circle moment. I mean, it's pretty big to kind of see where she started and where she is now, and all the stuff she had to go through in between to get to that award.
Oh gosh, it makes it even more special because she's worked her butt off for it. And, to see what she did her freshman year was incredibly special. And then that next year hit some adversity. And I've never just seen a pitcher work so hard to kind of get back to where she was. And and she absolutely deserves this. And man, it's been fun to watch her, hasn't it? So yeah, I'm just really excited for her, and really proud of her.
I'll let somebody else go and then come back if we have time.
Coach, just talk about, how this week in general has been, having the week off from no games and really being to enjoy the media car wash and all the notoriety that the school's been getting and you as a coach has been getting. Kind of talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, it's been nice to honestly just take a breath and just enjoy it. I had some friends, other coaches text me and they're like, how was that off weekend? Was it everything I dreamed it would be? And I was like, yeah, it was really nice. We just got to, have light practices. We got to enjoy the championship. We got to have some fun. Like we went out and did a team outing last night. So it was just having that time together and just taking a breath, letting our bodies rest, and just enjoying each other. It was huge. And it also kind of just let us reset. Now we're ready to go this week. So it went fast. I feel like that always happens, it flew by, but we're ready to get back on the field for sure.
And Mary pointed something out, she was talking about the Tennessee, Texas A&M, whoever, y'all face, that they feel sorry for them because they haven't seen them. And excuse me, seems like they got that motivation back. And it seems, how's practice been? Can you tell that motivation's back?
Yeah, I don't think we lost it. I don't know that I would say I feel sorry for them. Let's retract that statement. But, I think it's exciting. I mean, that's what the tournament's all about, is we get to play a team, we line up with potentially two teams we didn't face all year. And so I think that's just what's really exciting about it. And I think our girls are chomping at the bit to get back out there. They're competitors at the end of the day, and they want to get out on that field and compete together. So, I think it's nice that we're rested. I think that you could look at it both ways. I like the spot that we're in. I think we're in a really good mindset. I think we finished really strong with our regular season, and then just getting the rest on top of finishing on that high. I think we're in a really good spot. And so, I like our chances, but you just never know. Tournament time, you never know. So we got to bring our A game.
That's all I got. Thank you.
Jordan?
Yeah, on that note, bringing your A game, Mary said no one's going to take you guys lightly now that you have all of these awards that you garnered. So how does the mindset shift? You talked about focus this season. How do you maintain that focus and know that the targets are on your backs now?
Well, I think that as the year has progressed, I think they felt that a little bit more. So I don't think that's a new feeling to them so much. And I think that they've handled it really well. I think that early in the SEC season and like halfway through our schedule, I think they felt like they were being overlooked. And then I think as the SEC season progressed, I think they knew that there was a target on their back, and I think that they needed to just kind of change their approach with it. And I don't think it needed any major changing. I think it's just a little bit of tweak. You're going to get everyone's best game, and that they, more than anything, they pointed out to each other that we earned this. They earned that position. You earned that target on your back. It's not handed to you. And so, when I think it's for them, it's just like, but we're just going to keep doing what we're doing. We know we're going to get everyone's best game, but that just makes them have to be even better. And they're up for that challenge every day.
Any more questions for Coach Deifel?
We talked about Autumn and how the time off was going to be for her. How is she? And, how do you think you'll be able to use her this week?
She's feeling really good. We're kind of progressing her back up to 100. So we haven't gone at 100 since we've given her that time off, but she's had 2 days pain-free, which is huge. And so I think tomorrow would be a day we'd crank it up a little bit more, see how sore she is she pitched today about 70-80%, felt really good. And so we'll see where her soreness level is tomorrow, if there's any kind of, after effects of that. And then we'll crank it up a little bit more tomorrow, but she's in a really good spot. And I don't know how we'll use her yet. I know that was the second layer of your question. I don't know how we'll use her yet. it's going to be how she continues to progress, and putting probably more, I don't know, more focus on the next week than this week, but we'll see. We're going to be smart about how we use her.
We spent some time talking about the pitching. How about Danielle Braxton? You know, just what they meant to this team this year and the offense that they provided.
Yeah, Danielle and Braxton and Hannah McEwen, it's huge for them to be recognized, and they've just been so steady. And so I just think it's just huge. They've put together some really special seasons. I think that each one of them has faced their own adversity, and I think that they've handled it really, really well. And they've just been such great leaders for our team. You know, they're the three that the team goes to. And so not only is there a heavy weight that you bear on the field when you're, you know, those three contributors that compete at the level and perform at the level that they do, but they also carry a huge weight off the field, and they just handle it so well. And so they're the, you know, I always talk about our pitching being the tone setters when it comes to the game, but they set the temperature every single day, practice, competition, everything, and they keep this team going. So it's just huge for them to get those honors. I'm really proud of them.
We've spent a lot of time lately talking about, you know, the year one to where we are now. I mean, when you kind of look back and building the program, I mean, has it gone every step of the way that you wanted to build it? And how much has, you know, last week winning, this week the awards, going to the tournament, how much gratification have you taken from the building blocks to get it to this point as you enter the tournament?
Well, gosh, yeah, it's close. I think we're checking a lot of those boxes that we wanted to hit as we move forward. But we still want to be a World Series team. You know, that's what we've had our sights set on. This team in particular, but us as a staff and a program, that's something we've set our sights on, and we believe we have the team to do that. And quite honestly, we've had our sights set on that more so than an SEC championship. That's just come from them staying the course and doing their job every day. You know, it's kind of crazy when you're in this conference, you're just kind of like, oh man, it's just so hard to win. You just know that it prepares you for the postseason. And so when they have been able to put together that 24 games, I'm just really proud of them. But we absolutely have our sights set on the World Series and competing for a national championship. So we are taking huge strides. I think we've pushed forward by leaps and bounds every year. I think that we've gotten to this point faster than maybe we thought, but definitely what everyone outside our program thought. You know, we probably thought we'd get here quicker than that, but we're shooting for that World Series, and we're gonna get there soon. This is the year to do it. This is the team I just really feel like could get us there.
All right, any more questions for Coach Deifel?
I got one more.
Go ahead.
Coach Deifel, I was talking about, you know, touching on the adversity, you know, so many members of your team, we've heard their personal stories and what they've been through just to get to Arkansas itself. And so how rewarding is that now, looking that they've climbed the top of the SEC mountain and they look back on just their personal journey to where they are now?
Oh gosh, it's incredibly rewarding. You know, I think that we have 25 very unique individuals on our roster, and then you can expand that to our staff and, you know, our managers, everyone that contributes to our success. Everyone has their different story and everything that's brought them to this point. Some more challenging than others, but you know, it's that, you know, it just has gotten them to this point. And I think it's prepared them for this. I mean, I just look at just alone this season and the adversity that this team has faced. And I think they know wholeheartedly that we're stronger together and that we can get each other through anything. And it's just kind of like, okay, well, you know, a true meaning of being a team is that when one's down, you step up for them and you have their back. And this team has done that every single day. And so then you look at just like the adversity that they face starting from weekend one until now. And I think it answers the question of how they don't flinch at it. And they know that it's something that's so much bigger than, you know, just a game. You know, they they have a family, they have each other's back. They've been through a lot worse than anything anybody's thrown at them this year. And they're incredibly tough and really strong women. So, you know, I just look at this year and I'm just kind of like, man, how do they keep doing that? Like, they just don't flinch. They just step up. They don't care. And it's just because they're bought into each other. They love each other and they're there for each other. And it's a really, really special group. And we haven't taken one day for granted with them.
All right, that